Right now, I am repairing some broken gear, and I think this is the perfect time to talk about what you should be doing before and after your gear breaks. Think about it like this. You come across your gear that isn't working properly, or like this unfortunate transmitter, you break it while shooting in the middle of Texas and have to search for 3 hours to find a replacement because you're filming that night and you have to have it, but you didn't bring it back up because you're an idiot?
One thing I am not, sir, and that, sir, is an idiot.
Well, do you throw it away? Do you replace it? Do you send it somewhere to be fixed? What if it's a critical piece of gear and you don't have time to wait? Learning to do regular maintenance on your gear can not only prevent situations like this, but can also save you time and money and a big headache. Now, before I show you how to repair these, we need to talk about preventative maintenance. Preventative maintenance is the key to preventing something like this from even happening. Not everything can be prevented. There are some good habits that you should form to keep your gear in top-notch condition, and they're a lot easier than you think. First, let's talk about dust.
I hate dust.
It's everywhere, almost unavoidable and absolutely terrible for most electronics. It gets into the nooks and crannies of everything and builds up if you don't keep it clean. For this, I keep a few microfiber cloths just lying around in my cases and in my backpack to try and wipe down everything while you're putting it away at the end of a shoot or the end of a gig. This tries to keep the surface clean of any dusts. It helps keep dirt and oils from building up and keeps your gear looking newer longer. So let's take a look at this headphone amp. This is an older piece of gear that I purchased secondhand. If you look at it, it's had a pretty rough life. There's dust and dirt in the 1/4-inch connectors, and the graphics have even started scratching off. But that's not everything that's wrong with it. To make things worse, a capacitor blew up all over the inside of the piece of gear. It's possible it happened because of a short or water damage. All I know is I'm gonna have to fix it. Water is another major issue for gear. It can cause corrosion, and not just when you get it wet. High humidity can cause damage to gear that has never been touched. My solution to this is keep some of these gel packets in cases that help draw the moisture out of the air while they're being stored. You could also get a climate control cabinet that would do pretty much the same thing. If you find corrosion, a broken jack, or anything wrong with your gear, you have a simple choice to make. Do you repair it or replace it? For most basic pairs, you really only need a soldering iron and some other basic hand tools. Once you've found the trouble, order a replacement piece and check that what you received is correct. Remove the broken component, and to finish it off, solder the component back in place and test it. Cables, amps, consumer electronics, and many other things can be fixed with just a little bit of effort. But an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and that brings me to cables and cable management. Have you ever pulled a cable out and had to spend time untangling your cords before you can use them?
Check every bulb. Oops, got a little knot here. Work on that. I'll get the other box.
This not only wastes time, but can cause permanent damage to your cables and jacks. Properly storing them can and will extend the life of your cables. When I'm cleaning up from a shoot, I always take time to run my cables through a microfiber cloth to clean all of the dust and oils, and I'm also doing a visual inspection and check to make sure that there's no damage. Then I'll neatly coil them and put them in the case, and if they're damaged, I'll mark them for repair. Visual inspection, regular cleaning, and repairing when necessary is the best way to prevent unnecessary expenses on gear that did not need to be replaced. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing and check out this video.